Bitcoin today from Mallorca and the rest of the world. Well, so let's check what's going on with the Bitcoin. Well, in the moment, this is live 29,888. So this is on an hourly base. And I spoke about it last week in my last video on Friday that you should be careful. We were more or less overbought, and correction was on the horizon, and this is what happened last night. You see this big red candle. We were close up to 31,000, and now we are down, as you can see, under 30 or 29.8 or something. Interesting is also the RSI is now down, but this is on an hourly base. Okay, the one thing I want to have a look today is the bigger picture of Bitcoin. What we see here is basically we see the last top from the last cycle in 18 with about $19,000. We see the double top from the present cycle in the top with 69. And what is very interesting, you can see, and this is typical for the Bitcoin, that the bottom of this cycle with about $15,000 is roundabout on the level from the last all-time high in the cycle before, which was around about $18,000. So meaning, and this is very typical for the Bitcoin, since when we have now 4 months upturn. This is on a monthly base. Every candle is a month. And it looks like when we look on the MACD here, that really we are not far away from a new bull run. Why can I say this? You go back in 17, you see the minute this MACD goes over the blue line, you see a strong increase in price. We saw the same thing here in 21 with this double top, and you also see the downturn when we had the drop of 80% because the MACD was underneath this controlling line. So it's probably something like 1 or 2 weeks that we will see this bullish crossover from the downside to the upside, because we are 12 months away from a halving. Also, what is looking very nice is the RSI with on a monthly basis with around about 52%. So the market is not overbought and not oversold. That's very good. Okay, let's quickly check the market capitalization. We are a little bit down due to a drop in price. On 1 is gold, 5 is silver, and Bitcoin is now on 11 again with $578 billion. All right, like every day, the disclaimer: we don't give you any financial advice. You have to make your own decision. Please go on other websites and check other YouTube channels. That helps you to avoid making mistakes. Okie doke. So first we check, like always, the fear and greed index. We are slightly up to 69%. That's really good. You can see the same thing on the timeline. Last 4 months, the sentiment is getting better and better. Heat map today, mixed picture of green and red. Bitcoin red, ETH red, XRP red. Yeah, well, this is sort of a little bit of consolidation. Interesting is the dominance. We are slightly down. We were up to 48. We are now on 47, still very strong. And another thing is spot future volume. For this reason, we check quickly the future market, and this is a lot of red today. So people see the drop in price, and they believe the price could have a further downtrend. So this is why they go short and not long, obviously. And this can put additional pressure on the downside of the price. Okay, interesting is liquidations. Well, yesterday, Sunday and Saturday before, not much happened. But I believe tomorrow we will see long liquidations, because a lot of people, I think, thought the price will constantly going up, and obviously it went now down, so maybe we see long liquidations tomorrow. Another sign that we are more in a downside consolidation phase is the Bitcoin loaded addresses. We were a couple of days ago over 46 million. You see this is a slight downtrend, so less Satoshis and Bitcoins are in the active wallets. A good thing is Bitcoin Google Trends. We see a little bit of uptrend. People seem to be a little bit more interested. Still, it's not high. We're talking 20%, 25%. In the strong increase from the 15 to the 30, there was much more interest from the people than now. But it looks nice, and at least it's not going down, it's going up. That's good. Okay, Bitcoin on yearly base, like always. And here, what is important, we have to check every day the volume. And for this reason, I have a new window here for you. And this is now only on 30 days. And this is something which is not good, because since 30 days, the volume is going down. We have a downtrend on the volume. Why is this important? That means there are not a lot of buyers and sellers in the market. So little things, little orders can move the price to up and to the downside. In the moment, obviously more to the downside. This is not, it's not healthy. It's not a good sign, because it's better, you know, we are in this region here with a lot of volume. That's usually much better for the whole thing. Okay, now we come like every day to the trend following in indicators, Bollinger Bands, and well, obviously they are quite wide, not as wide as here. Probably they get smaller now. What is very important is last night we saw a bearish crossover on it. This is on a daily base on the MACD. So most likely we move now into a red zone here. So this is quite a good time to be patient and maybe to start accumulating, maybe on a daily base, step by step, because it's better to buy in a red zone than in a green zone. By the way, go on this website. Our team in the background is working very hard on this website to get it better and better. It's all interactive and you can play around. Another thing is the RSI. It's still high and too high. I believe in the next 2-3 days this will go down. 70% is overbought, 30% is oversold. So the best would be we come down to 50%. Maybe we will see this. The same thing, the momentum indicator says, well, we could go down to $28,000 in the next 48 hours. So a good time to buy. Also, the cycle model is the yellow box is much smaller now with only $3,500. A couple of days ago, we were overrated with $6,000. That's good. So the price is moving more to our model. It's a good sign. And another thing is that the in target of 41,000 hasn't changed yet. The same thing with the second model. This model says about 43,000. It's more or less the same model, but a little bit different maths in the behind. Finally, we have a logarithm regression model. Check it out by yourself. This is the whole history of Bitcoin, 4-year cycle, tops and bottoms. And in the moment, we are in a bottom period. And usually what happens in the next 12 months to the next halving, that we see an increase, and a strong increase will take place in 12 to 18 months after the halving. All right, you guys, I hope it was valuable information for you. Thank you for watching the video. It would be great to see you tomorrow again. Thanks and bye-bye.